Hi, everyone. Welcome to Why LifeVantage, Why Now? And today I'm going to be sharing some of the top reasons why my friend Kalen Perez said yes to LifeVantage. My name's Courtney Watkins. I'm joining you from sunny Utah. And we just got the announcement, you guys. It's January right now when we're recording this call, that we are the fastest growing team in LifeVantage right now. And so we're just building off of that momentum. We're in the drive era of 2025, and we really are life in the fast lane, pedal to the metal. And so we really wanted to share our stories with you. And our hope right now and our prayer for our message is that we are able to help other people see what we have, because we tell each other all the time, I can't imagine if we didn't know, like, how was this under the radar for such a long time? Kalen Perez is joining us from Corpus Christi, Texas. And her and I worked together in a skincare company, Rodan and Fields, for years. And we love running at a fast pace. We earned our Lexus together and earned a top trip to Maui, the Ritz-Carlton. And that really just bonded us and connected us. And the timing with Kaylin seeing LifeVantage, you guys could not have been more perfect. I have chills every time I tell this story, but I had gotten her on the products. Kaylin will tell you in a minute. I had pretty much been knocking down her door, try what we have here. And she finally said yes. She came out to Utah. And the day that we got the email that our company was closing the team building side was the day that Kaylin was in Utah. And that forever just changed our life course. But Kaylin is a former NICU transport nurse, RN. Her medical mind, what she sees with LifeVantage, I love it. She's printed out the study, she's highlighted, she drops them off at doctors' offices because she sees the cellular activation. And then a multi-business owner, CEO of the Moke business down on Corpus Christi beaches, philanthropist. She's always doing a charity thing. I think she's running to one next. And really what she is a global team builder. And so, Kaylin, if you can just give us today at this Lunch and Learn, why you said yes and kind of paint that vision of what stands out to you the most. I love just that conversation piece.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, you guys, thank y'all for being on. Again, I'm Kalen Perez. Um, so basically, what brought me, like Courtney was saying, I told her no, like she had to knock down my doors. I told her no so many times because I was in a season in my life of going through massive back agony pain. And I was running multiple businesses, have 7 children. I just couldn't think of adding one more thing to my plate, not even another supplement, because I already had cabinets full of supplements and pain things and pain modalities and bills that I was paying to help my back. So what happened in a nutshell, I flipped a four-wheeler back in 2006. I broke my back in 3 places. I had 2 surgeries, 6 screws, 2 rods, a bone growth stimulator, and fast forward to the about 18 mark year, and my back had started rejecting my screws to the point where I thought the screws were broken. I had gone to multiple doctors, pain people. They couldn't figure out what was going on until one of my friends said, I know what's happening. You've got lactic acid buildup. So what the physicians ended up doing to me was just putting me on massive amounts of muscle relaxers and hydrocodone pain pills. I was going to acupuncture multiple times a month, lymphatic massages multiple times a month, and of course taking hydrocodone 2 to 3 times a day. Even before I would go on a nursing shift, y'all, I could function completely fine. Muscle relaxers, I could pop a muscle relaxer and go run 2 miles just because I wanted to still enjoy my life. So I would numb the pain and I would cry after. I would sleep on ice packs. I was spending probably about $1,200 to $1,400 a month just trying to leave my pain for 2 hours a day. So very, very fast. Courtney came to me, was like, just try this, please just try this. And again, I said, no, 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 no. And then she finally sent me a whole month supply for free because that just is, and she knows what these products are doing for people, and she really there. But anyways, within 2 weeks, I felt like my body was craving the collagen and the protein. Something was different in my body. I just felt like, WD-40 and how that lubricates the rust on things, and helps like the squeakiness go away. for metal and different appliances and that's what was happening. My body is what I felt like. I could move better, I could get out of bed easier. And I was like, there's something to this. So then fast forward a month after I ran out of the products, I again was just craving it. I thought about it every single day, even on Christmas morning, December of 2023. I was thinking about that Dane collagen. So in January 2024, so a year ago, I said, Courtney, get me on these products. I have to have them. I don't know what it is, but I just need, my body wants them. So by March, I was completely off of my muscle relaxers, pain pills. I found myself not sleeping on ice packs anymore. I wasn't cold dipping. I was able to cancel my $130 gym membership just for their cold dip that we have there. I was feeling so good again, like alive. I was just happier. It's just amazing what these products have done. So that is why I came into this business in July after Rodan and Fields shut down. I just saw, not that they shut down, they changed their structure for us who had grown massive teams across Canada, Australia, Japan. And so I knew that this was the place for me. And when that did happen, I did have a fear, of course, that this could happen again, that LifeVantage could shift gears and do what our previous company had done to us. And I was very afraid. But like Courtney said, I was there in Utah. Thank God, because had I not been there, I don't think I would be here today. And I would have such massive regrets for not taking opportunity for what we have in our hands and for not being able to serve and help the amount of people that I've been able to touch in just a few months' time. It's just been truly amazing. I'm just so grateful I was there and that they shared that opportunity for me. Talking about the corporate team, like Courtney has up here, I had the opportunity to sit down with Steve Fife, our CEO, with Kristen Cunningham, the CSO, with some of our top salespeople, the directors, whatnot. And what really set it apart for me and how I walked in very intentionally, almost like a guard. Like, I need to know how you're going to make this different for me in my life. I need to know why I should partner with you because I don't know who you are. I don't really know what you do as a business. And it's very important to me to be partnered with very good standing companies and with people that are financially transparent and secure. And I needed to know what sets them apart from the other companies I've done in the past. And this is what I found after sitting down with them. Number one, first and foremost, they are so down to earth. Like, just brought me in, wrapped me up, cracking jokes about me and my husband. Steve Fife even knew I was a Longhorn, that my husband was an Aggie, how many kids we had. Like, what kind of CEO of this massive multi-million-dollar company knows that about this little peon in Corpus Christi, Texas, right? So I was very impressed with that. And just the fact that they talked about how they are debt free. The company is debt free. They are publicly traded. Their NASDAQ is going crazy, like the stock market, especially with the launch of this GLP-1. And I already knew the products worked and were changing lives because I was living proof with my own story. And so I didn't have to worry about the products. But then sitting down and talking to the scientists and the people behind these products and hearing about what was about to launch, like they almost made me sign some papers to say basically that I wouldn't go spread the word. But this was before the GLP-1 mind body system had come out. And when I heard it, I was like, please tell me, just tell me, I won't tell anybody. And when they said those words, I was like, sign me up. My husband was sitting next to me and he's like, we got everything here. Like, we're going to make this big. And Steve was like, what do you mean we? It's going to be her. And he was like, you're right. But you guys, the GLP-1 market, I know because 2 years ago, I actually tried a synthetic. My diabetes runs in my family. My father passed away 4 years ago from it. And we naturally have high A1Cs no matter how much we that we work out, we run, all the things. And I went to my nurse practitioner desperate for help because I couldn't lose the weight. My levels were everywhere, like Courtney talked about the oxidative stress, very inflamed. And so that is why I was like, let's do this. And we'll talk more about it. But the demand is huge, you guys, for the GLP-1. I did try a synthetic for 2 months. I was massively nauseous. I was had horrible acid reflux, headaches galore, dizzy, all of the things. So to have this now for my body and for what it's doing to me alone, I've lost 12 inches in 12 weeks time off my body, and I don't have those afternoon headaches like I was having. Like, look at my stomach, y'all, in October of 20, from this past October. And that was on day 12 of starting the system. And then by week 5, I had completely kind of shred that little muffin top there. It's so crazy to look at these. And January 6th, so almost a month ago already, you can just see my stomach slimming down. I took 2 inches off my waist, 2 inches from under my arm, and then an inch each on my thigh, and then from like my calves and then my other like hip area. So I'm very impressed with the products, very impressed with the company, and that is why I'm here, to make a long story out of that.
I love that so much, Kaylin. With your background in medicine, that's a lot of people that you've been attracting to your team. You're building a different business and organization than I saw you have with our previous skincare business. But one of the things with you, Kaylin, that I love is that you were one of the few people that built a massive global international business. And to me, that's where I've grown up in Utah around network marketing companies. And I knew the people that really had that like massive, massive success were the ones that had international businesses. And with LifeVantage being open in so many different markets, what are you most excited about right now? Because what we did with the GLP-1, what it's doing for your body, knowing the virality, like what are you focusing right now with this product in pre-launch in the other countries?
So I love pre-launch phases. That is how we grew my Australia team. Is so huge, and Canada as well. As we really focused on pre-launching before the product even arrived publicly into that area. And we spent a good 4 or 6 months in pre-launch phase in my previous company, and we had, close to 2,500 on day 1 that we opened the market, and we were ready to roll. So in the pre-launch phase, it's real important just to start spreading the word of activation with this company. Start spreading the word of how we stand apart from different companies. We're not a supplement. We actually turn your body back on. We activate the pathways to do what our bodies were built to do and engineered to do. So we want to teach them what sets them apart, how this is going to help you and solve whatever problem that you might have from the health standpoint. As I was reading a survey, I listened to a survey the other day that said 77% of people are viewing wellness now as a necessity and not as a luxury. They're wanting quality products. They're willing to invest in something that's going to actually work and gives them value and actually gets to the root problems of things. Like, people are tired of putting on these band-aids, right? Like, okay, let me go take this medicine to cure my acid reflux or this problem, but then that causes another symptom. So you have to go take another medicine. Y'all, I had a friend who was on 27 pills a day, 27 pills a day,
My
and
gosh.
is now taking the little yellow pill, and that is it. That is it. I have another friend yesterday message that said she's now off her diabetic medicine and her dietitian is floored and wants all the information on this. These are stories that are continuously happening day in and day out with this. And I'm just like, how in the world did we not ever know about this? Right. So
Yeah.
that's what I feel like with the pre-launch phase. Let's just keep spreading the word. Let's educate people of what's out there. I wish I had known about it sooner. I wish my dad had known about it 5, 10 years ago.
Mhm.
And that's just kind of what we're doing now, and just sharing before and afters. We have little groups for pre-launches in the different countries so that, the languages is there. There's no language barrier. I love it. There's just so much energy and excitement for this, because then you are establishing such a strong foundation to grow so big and reach the world and help so many people. And being a nurse, like, that's just in my heart and soul, is just helping and let everything else fall into place. Like the Alaska cruise, I had no idea how I did it. I didn't know how to get there. It just happened because my intentions were solely on helping people at a fast pace, because the world needs what we have. And I don't want to see anyone suffering from any more pain, inflammation, GLP-1 problems. Let's get rid of that
Yeah.
top fast. Spring break's on the way, and we just want to get healthy again. So it's a huge
Well,
demand.
I mean, it's huge. You and I were in Kansas City together at our launch in October. And I also have this slide here to show the stocks and what it's doing. I just replaced this picture. I wish I could have had them both on there. So pre-launch in September, we knew what was coming. We knew that this was going to be big. This picture said 1283. Now this is today. Look at how much our stocks have grown since our launch. And we're just getting started. So when we were in Kansas City, and the GLP-1 launched, the energy that was there, right? I know you were really kind of skeptical about the taste. You kept saying in Kansas City, I need to know how this tastes. Like if it doesn't taste good.
Yeah.
But now knowing the taste, knowing the demand, I mean, can you just speak on that? Because I really want you, because of your background, to help paint the picture of what's possible now with what we have. Because I know with your previous company, you knew timing, you know pre-launch, but now you know what we have and what we did in the US. So we kind of have an idea of what's going to happen globally. I think it's going to be even a larger scale because we already know what the US has done.
Yeah. So you guys, there's a lot of unhealthy people in this world, a lot of overweight, a lot of obesity. And more I see today that people are wanting to change that. It used to be that the bigger body was in for some reason. I don't know why, but it's going back to let's be healthy again. Okay.
Mhm.
And things are just changing, which I love seeing that with our health system worldwide, and that we're wanting to be more like the healthier countries, especially being here in the US right now. So the world's just been against us. But having that said, the way that the healthcare works is we're always wanting to put something in our bodies, a medicine, a pharmaceutical, to fix a problem. And that's not how it should always be done. There is so much in our own earth, the right ingredients, the right products, the right plants that can help us internally fix problems that we don't need to go get medicine for, right? So with the GLP-1, like I was saying, the synthetics that people are putting into their bodies right now, 67% of those 67% of those people have stopped now because of their side effects that they have. Like I said, nauseousness, vomiting, acid reflux. We're hearing of paralyzed stomachs. We're hearing of pancreatitis, irreversible stomach damage that you cannot fix. And I've even heard of deaths related to it. So it's just a scary thing for me to hear those things. And I know tons of friends and tons of family members that have done it, and they are now turning to this natural alternative because we didn't have this option before. Okay. And as we spread the word that we can naturally do this, it's better. So, what the synthetic is and what all of these shots are, we all have the GLP-1 hormone in our guts, like Courtney said, it's naturally occurring. The synthetics, you're putting the syringe full of this fluid into your gut or into your system with a needle, and it's flooding your system. Okay, it mimics the hormone we already have there. Okay, so it's not creating more. It's basically telling your body, oh, you're going to give this to me every week. I don't need to make any more. Like I don't have to do it because you're just going to give it to me. So your body starts to shut down their natural GLP-1 production, okay? As your body gets used to that, you have to keep giving it more. And so the doctors increase your dose. They give you more, they give you more. What is that doing to your body? It's making your body shut down. It's making it refuse it in other organs, your liver, your heart, your muscle loss. And so it's affecting your body completely with synthetics, okay? It's a synthetic. It's not supposed to be there. So it's actually an agonist. It tells your body, stop making that hormone. I'm going to give it to you. What ours does, this is a natural product, and it is activating the pathway to flip that GLP-1 switch back on like it did at our younger states when we were in our 20s and our 30s. Okay, it does take some time for that production to come back on. That's why we say give it at least 12 weeks before you really decide if this is for you or not. But it's going to turn on those L cells, and it's going to completely recreate that GLP-1 so you have it naturally. And
Mhm.
that is what the GLP-1 is what's responsible for that gut brain access, telling your brain, I'm not hungry anymore. I'm satisfied. I don't need that sugar. I don't need that. The gushers, y'all. I used to love gushers and fruit roll-ups. I'm like, I would go and just grab them because I felt like I needed something sweet, I'm like the queen,
Mhm.
gushers, 7 kids running from sports. But now I don't have that. I have full control of my brain and my mind, just saying, I'm not even hungry and I don't want that junk. I don't need that glass of wine anymore, y'all. The alcohol, it decreases your GLP-1 production as well. So if you can stay away from alcohol, minimize it as well. It's just so much we're learning. And this system just really helps you to maintain your blood sugar levels. It helps to optimize that gut microbiome, which is real important. The fiber in our system is what's creating that microbiome for you because fiber helps create GLP-1. So that two-part system is very important. And it's so easy. Like
Mhm.
I lost those 12 inches, you guys, during the holiday time. I was working out less than I ever have in my life because we were so busy with this launch. And I, just went through the holidays. Instead of having 5 cookies, I would have like half.
Yeah.
And instead of having 3 or 4 pieces of pizza, I would have 1 or 2. And so reducing those calories effortlessly is where it's at, creating that natural GLP-1 because your body is telling your brain, or your brain is telling you, you don't need it all anymore. So it's phenomenal.
I love the way that you speak on that. I'm learning so much from you. You can package up what you know in a way that the normies can like understand. And I love that so much about you. I call it like my BFF. It's like I have a BFF on my shoulders that's like, no, girl, like you're good. You don't need that, you know? But it really is that intuitive side. It's not like being on a synthetic that you're like, I'm just not hungry. I can't eat. You can
Yeah,
still eat. Like we need to fuel our bodies, right? And
right.
so right now, the reason why we are really going to be so heavy on what we have get loud about activation is, as you can tell, Kaylin is super passionate about the products, about the ingredients, about the support. We know what to look for in a company. We've felt like we were at our forever home and then we found out it was our dress rehearsal. And now here we are and we're seeing all of the boxes that we wanted checked. And so our message for you, we've seen what this business has done for our families' lives and the rewards, the fun, and the financial benefits. And so we really want to just kind of paint that picture to you really quick before we hop off of really social sharing. And for Kaylin and I, we've been sharing on social media for years. We call it our open sign. We're turning on our little store. And truly, it's never been easier. If you have a phone and if you're scrolling, I just always recommend put up a post, help people on your wellness journey. You're telling your story. But the numbers of people that are looking for an opportunity right now, I feel like are staggering. And as Kaylin knows, having a global business, this is around the world. And now that we're launching this GLP-1 and it's in pre-launch, I've been talking to people in Australia, in Spain. We're launching, fully launch in Japan in March, coming to Canada, Mexico, Europe. You guys, I've never seen a company that runs a global opportunity better than this. But as an affiliate, I kind of played around with affiliate marketing a little bit in 2024 with a TikTok shop. And what I quickly discovered is that you have to turn around a lot of products to make an income. I had like a American flag sweater that was like going pretty viral. The income from that was $2 and like 29 cents. And I was like, what am I doing spending my time on that when I have this other product that's a consumable product? And that's what Kaylin and I have really seen is that truly anyone can come in and your front is set up. LifeVantage sends out all of the products. You're not sitting on inventory, and this is a consumable product. So Caitlin's seen kind of the shift in our business in the last few months of affiliates coming in, network marketers, and people that have no experience. So Caitlin, if you can just speak on that piece of you've seen both sides of this industry, who do you really want to call out that can benefit from what we have in LifeVantage right now?
Oh man. I feel everybody can benefit from what we have, whether you're a customer or a representative, a consultant that wants to share this, everybody can benefit. And the beauty of this business is you can share it however you want to. From being just a normal layperson, working a job, full-time mom, full-time dad, having multiple businesses like me. I'm very busy. I work it from my car, I work it from the soccer field. So really it's for anybody that has a passion and a desire for helping the next door neighbor. A lot of people are doing this so on social platforms and crushing it, killing it. I'm not a huge like social marketing person. I'm not a big influencer, but I influence my community where I am at in a different way. I like meeting people one-on-one. I like going and meeting the physicians. I like having events. And I do a little bit of social media, and I've gotten tons of stuff that way and tons of people liking my information and coming to me. And that's how I've mostly built my business. But I don't want anyone to ever feel like that's what you have to do. Okay. This is for everyone to make it your own, however you want to do it. My mom does this business and my brother does this business. You know, my mom's 71 years old, my brother's 36, and they both have their unique ways of doing it. My mom's not on social media. She's in a little country, town. And so, but the potential there for influencers is phenomenal. I will not lie. I every day wish, dang, I wish I had a 75,000 following because you're getting to 75,000 people within a week's time, and that's massive. And so being at the forefront of this industry with the stats that we have, the clinical data we have, the patents, the results that we have, the stories, the testimonies, the groups, the support, the fun that we're having. I mean, the sky is the limit for anybody. It doesn't matter who you are, what you do in life, as long as you want to help somebody with their problem, you're going to be golden. I promise you.
I love that. It's so true. I mean, really, they've never made it more easier. These are some of our favorite packs. So if you've made it to the end of this, thank you for joining us. And really just circle back to whoever invited you or sent you this call. We have incredible options. I like to think of this business as like also a big time tax write-off. I know we just recently went through our taxes and I was like, if we did not have this business, I can't imagine. It makes it really fun that I'm using my products and that's a business expense. Also, my social media marketing or my Wi-Fi or different things like that. Being a CEO in this business is a lot of fun. It's a lot of rewards, and it really takes you places that you never thought that you were going to go. Like Kaylin on her Alaska cruise in August. I'm heading to South Africa in a couple weeks. We have a breakfast at Tiffany's. We have just a lot of rewards that I'm like, you don't create those on your own. So however you're motivated, if you're motivated by helping people, if you're motivated by a paycheck or your own body looking better, whatever it is, there's a place for you in LifeVantage. And I truly believe that there's never been a better time. That momentum is building right now. This is the timing piece that people don't see very often in this industry or in a company. And so we really want you to get loud with us. Come with us on this wellness journey and just take people along.
Yes,
Have fun,
guys.
make
You want to
money,
be
make a
at
difference,
the
right?
forefront. Yeah, you want to be on the forefront of the wave, not on the back end of it. So the timing is very important because people want what we offer, I promise you. And when they hear about it, they're like, "What?" Like, "Yes, yes, give it to me. I need this. I want this in my life." So it's just about sharing it and having fun with it.
I love it so much. You guys, thank you for joining our Lunch and Learn. I'm going to just end the recording.